be with Zephyr Lutz Carrillo and Jim Lutz on November the 16th, 1994.
95.
Not yet. Quicksand Farm. Zephyr's in the second grade.
Harsh teacher.
And his teacher's Mrs. Harsh. And today he had school. It's Wednesday. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Lutz Carrillo. You went to school today with your mother, who dropped you off
Yes.
at the school when she went in too. And then what happened?
Okay. The bell rang and I went straight to the bathroom. And then when I came out, I went straight to the class, did journal writing. And then I did 20 minutes of journal writing. And then we did show and tell. I did my Goosebumps book and light that goes with it that says Goosebumps. It's pretty weird. And see, if you wait 1 second, I'll go get it. Okay?
Okay, well, I'll do a little report.
I know. Right now, I'm getting out my stuff. Here we go. I found it now. It's pretty good. I really like it. See, this is it right now. See? Like it. And then here's a light. And these are all the stories that I have in this book. And here's all the stories they have. And see, in the back, they have a little order form kind of thing where you could order them. And see, it's cool. See, read that. Pretty cool, huh? And see, this is how the...
Show the light up there.
And see, this is how it goes. See, I get it right here. You get the thing like this, and go like this, and start reading. Right hair on down step. Eyes are down. Lights. Like that. Nice. Silky.
So,
Because it's tails to give you goosebumps.
good. Sounds like a great book.
Yes.
So, you read in that first?
What?
You read some of that this morning before your show and tell?
I read it last night.
Last night. Okay. So tell us about your day at school though. You're going to come to that later because you're going to tell us about that you showed that during show and tell, right? But before that, what did you do? Your journal writing, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know about your journal writing. You do that every morning?
Yes.
Okay, for the third time. Okay. So, what did you write in your journal, young man?
I wrote. Can't tell you.
Okay, he wrote on there a note to his teacher.
No, I didn't.
What did you write on there?
Can't tell.
You didn't write can't tell on your paper. What did you write on your paper?
I can't tell what I wrote.
And you told me earlier that you read do not read.
I wrote that, and then I wrote my regular writing.
Right, but you didn't want anyone to read your writing today.
No.
Okay, after journal writing, what did you do?
So no.
show and tell. And that's when you had your Goosebumps book out. Correct?
Yes. And see, during show and tell, some people really have cool stuff. And see, I kept
Like
on.
What do you remember from show
I
and
kept
tell?
on telling people to not turn the light on, but no one listened. I should have took out the batteries this morning.
Flashlights are something people like to see come on and off. Even when I grabbed it, do you notice how I...
Yes, I did.
Turned it
I
on?
did. I did.
Okay. After show and tell, what did you do?
Let me see. Show and tell, show and tell, show and tell. Squirt. Squirt.
What's
Is-
squirt?
It's reading.
Mm-hmm.
See, Miss Harsh has all these S. There's a word for S and word for all those letters. Squirt. So, I read no tooth, no quarter.
No tooth, no quarter.
Yeah, and I read.
Now put your hand on the mic because then you can't hear. Okay, what?
And I read. That one. I forgot.
Okay, no tooth, no quarter. Was it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I read it before. That was my second time to read it.
Okay.
Second or third.
You did reading then, so you
Yeah.
read that. Okay, and then what did you do after that?
After squirt. Yeah. Oh, rough draft. Rough draft.
Oh,
But
what-
see, the people who were caught up on everything did their editing.
Right.
And that's pretty fun. See, it has COPS, you know that word? COPS. C stands for capitals. O stands for, you know.
Oh.
It's
I think what it is.
P is punctuation, and S is spelling, and O is, what do you call it when you have the words mixed up and then you put them in the right order? That's called,
Alphabetization.
yeah, that's what it is.
Alphabetize.
And that is a color. And oh yeah. After that, we did class did math. But me and Julia did outnumbered on the
Finish telling about your
computer.
draft. Finish the draft in there. You working on your draft, and what kind of a draft were you working on?
A rough draft.
How rough was it?
Ew.
Very rough. Okay, what were you writing about though in your rough draft?
Jim, Zephyr, Alex, and Sky at the rodeo.
Oh, okay. And you told me earlier that you were using a photograph to kind of jog
Snapshot.
your memory. Snapshot. Okay. How much? Can you tell me something that you wrote in your rough draft?
I
Something that you
forgot.
remembered about the rodeo?
We go out.
You remember something that you wrote on your rough draft?
Nay, said the goat.
Okay. Go on. Beyond the rough draft, what happened?
We did math and me and Julia did outnumbered on the computer. It's like treasure math woman, treasure mouse. That was I would see twice. And see,
No, you didn't do the regular math with the regular class, right?
no. I don't know.
Okay. Either with this other girl who knows.
Julia.
Julia. Okay. And what did you doing the regular doing that you already knew how to do? Is that right?
Yeah.
So, anything else to say about math? Okay. Then what?
See, on outnumbered, Jim, it's not really. See, there's this guy named Telly. And see, you go in the room and you shoot Telly, and you get the problems, and you have a key code, and you have a key code. Yeah, and you have to get Telly when he has a red screen, and it times you for about 15 minutes to get through the whole game. And you have to get Telly, and if he has a red screen, you shoot him, and if he doesn't have a red screen, he won't give you math problems. And when you get the math problems, you get the key code. See, and there'll be the name of the room for the key code on the name of the room key code. And so you have to get that key code too in order to know which one. So you would have to have all 4 of those. That's because if you don't have all 5 of them, then maybe you have 1, 2, 3, 4 right, and there's 5 things for the key code. And then at the last one, you think it's right, and you don't have the newsroom or cartoon room or whatever, and you don't go there, and maybe you're going to be wrong, because it might have the same 4 letters and a different last one.
Kind of tricky, huh?
Yes. And see, it's pretty short game. And when it gives you from 9 to 12 p.m., except it's really only around 15 minutes. And see, it's a real fun game, yes. And then after we did that, we went to lunch. And I run a quarter, so I would get one of those donuts.
Did you bring your own money?
Yeah.
You did. So what did you have for lunch before you had your donut?
One of those things with the, what do you call it? You know those tortillas that are flat and crispy?
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the, mashed potatoes, and then the meat, and the lettuce, and tomato, and that stuff? Well, that's what I had. And it was good. So good. Love it. I got
Milk.
2 of those.
You said, and milk also?
No.
No.
And then after lunch, we went out to play. And I always play tag. And see, tag. I mean, hide and go seek. That kind of thing. It's fun. And Clayton, Justin, sometimes Daniel, Micah, Kevin, sometimes Justin, and sometimes Chantal, and sometimes Ralph Daniel. He likes be calling Ralph. I mean, he doesn't like being called Ralph. He likes being called Daniel. And so after recess, we do squirt again. Yes, squirt. Get drinks, go to the bathroom, and then do squirt. And, but we did squirt ahead of time. Oh yeah, but we still did squirt another time. And so after squirt, we did centers. After centers.
What did you do in the centers? You have 3 or 4 different things you could do?
Force it.
What-
I'm group leader. You don't have a choice. No choice. You do what the group does.
Okay, what did your group do today?
4 things. 4 groups. 4 things. 4. Just riding the station. Coco.
What's Coco?
Co-op.
Co-op. How do you cooperate?
Co-op. Okay? Riding, co-op, background, and computer reading. Computer reading.
What's background? What's that?
It's just background, okay?
What kind of background?
Vocabulary, spelling.
Okay. Then what? You look like you've had a very tiring day at the office. Do you need to do your exercises now? Is that it?
No.
Okay. So what
I
happened
need
after
you to
that?
stop asking
What happened
so many questions.
after centers? What did you do?
Went to the bathroom. Went to tutorials. Well, actually, before tutorials. And then we went to tutorial. Door was locked, so I asked my mom if I could ride the bus. And then she said yes. And I went around and I opened the door from the learning lab to get there. And that was open. And I went ahead and went to the office and asked if Miss Gardner was still at the school. Said no. So I had to go back to so I had to go back to my classroom and read it. 4 whole sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4. All solid math. That's what we were doing.
You did that in tag?
No, just was here. Oh yeah, Miss Gardner wasn't there, so we didn't do tag.
Oh.
And we had to do
What's tag for?
talented and gifted.
Okay. Usually you go to tag once every other day, right?
We go Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. It was Tuesday, Wednesday. No, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
For how long?
Every week.
For how long when you go there? Half an hour, 15 minutes? What?
Now,
How long?
an hour. Those are bus things see, every teacher has a bus thing, and I go to Miss Hudson, and that's walk right. But I really stay at school. And so instead, they cancel tag, and then I could ride the bus, and I was paid just about 7 or 8 or 10 problems left, but I didn't get them done. I was actually 10 minutes late, and some people didn't get a whole 2 pages done, and I was 10 minutes after they started. And so then we went home. Oh yeah. We went home.
Then you came home? How?
Yeah. Bus.
And then where did you get off on the bus?
On the driveway.
What happened then?
You picked me up and you drove home on that half-a-mile drive.
And then what happened?
I came home and did this video.
And we're back to where we started.
Yeah.
Is that right, Zephyr?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say before we sign out?
No.
Okay, that's the end. So we'll see you
And
next time.
and and